Hey folks, Duffy here from Casual Panic, and I just want to get in a fun little video on the channel since we haven't really uploaded in the past month or so.
It's been 84 years.
Oh, okay. Well, better late than never, I guess? Either way, I'm happy to be back for a moment to speak some more words into my screen so that you can then hopefully listen to them on your screen. And what better way to get back into the flow of things than to talk about a game I hoped would be good, but much like myself, didn't quite meet expectations. That game being Atomic Heart. But let me first start with a quick summary to how this game starts you off and takes you on a narrative journey. You, as the main character, open your eyes and see yourself seated in a small boat. You've been brought to a place you've never been before, and you're left with plenty of questions you hope will be answered soon. This new place is lively though, full of people having their own little lives and celebrating the place they live in. As you wander around this new environment, you find yourself getting carried away with the atmosphere while simultaneously being carried away in the air, learning more about the city in the clouds. All of a sudden, things seem strange. The characters get aggressive and something goes completely wrong. Your character is now thrusted into a violent version of the city. Having to fight their way out, they'll learn new abilities and find new gear as they seek answers to their purpose in the city and hopefully make it out alive. Now, narratively, that's a pretty cool take on a story from Atomic Heart, right? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm looking at the title for the game summary that I just wrote, and it says BioShock Infinite at the top. That's a little weird. But to be honest, that was sadly my biggest issue with bioshock. Oh, sorry, I mean Atomic Heart. For the first 20 to 30 minutes that I was playing this game, I found myself muttering one sentence over and over. Man, I really want to play BioShock again. It had me longing for the days of Ken Levine's storytelling and had me blindly pushing through to see if it could live up to the lowest comparable standard of BioShock. But in the end, I found myself heartbroken that I haven't seen a game like BioShock for the past decade. Now, I always try to let a game have their own chance and breathe, especially ones that share inspiration with some of my favorites like the BioShock series. And I will say that overall gameplay mechanics were fun and challenging from Atomic Heart. I even thought that the looting mechanic was an upgrade and made that aspect very smooth. But I'll be the first to admit that I'm a sucker for a good narrative, and it needs to motivate me through the game and its levels. This game unfortunately felt more like a shoddy impersonation rather than a true inspiration when going through the beginning. And Atomic Heart made one mistake in its efforts to separate itself with its lively utopian city gone bad. Within the first 15 minutes, it took me away from this interesting city and started the journey somewhere underground. I know that it eventually moves on, and we get to see it progress throughout the entire world they've built, but it was one of those moves that really took the wind out of my sails immediately and left me wanting more from the story before we even really took off. Now, to be honest, let me officially end this video by saying that I don't think Atomic Heart is in any way a bad game. I just think their not so subtle approach to showing their inspiration and unintentionally mirroring the things that they are inspired by didn't really give it the room for it to be its own game. And I think that's the shortcoming that really gets me, especially from the narrative side. The overall story of the game as it continues narratively is actually pretty interesting and has some cool ideas, but it's what it had to do to get there that becomes, I guess, the larger issue for me. And I want to quickly address the protagonist, because I did not like him from the start. I think he's a weird mix of general male protagonist character in a video game that wants to be rude and tough and doesn't care if he's liked by people, but then also has moments where he inquires as if he is interested in what's going on. And I just don't think it meshes well. I think if they committed to one character type, there was a really good chance there, but unfortunately for me, he just felt disingenuous. But that's really about all I have to say. And honestly, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Am I overreacting, or did Atomic Heart feel a tad underwhelming to you as well? Aside from that, we'll see you in the next video, folks. Whenever that happens, I guess. And if you want us to keep making more videos again, please let us know in the comments. We've all been kind of busy on our side, and maybe we can do an update video on that someday, but yeah, just let us know.